So people ask maybe, why SUSE? So there's 3 reasons. No vendor lock-in, maximum choice and flexibility, as well as enterprise quality. Now, the fact that we partner with the OpenStack community, an open source community, actually ensures that there is maximum transparency, but also maximum access of the customers to the key technologies that make up the solution. So that gives them access, transparency, and that gives them also a certain reassurance that they will be able to work with the technology. The fact that the open source community has a broad set of contributors, developers supporting OpenStack, ensures a constant stream of innovation. And that means there will be many solutions available, and ultimately that means a rich choice for our customers. And then there is a wide ecosystem already gathered around OpenStack, many organizations and companies that contribute. And ultimately, that increases the choice for our customers, the choice for services and also for support. Last but not least, enterprise quality. If customers, enterprise customers, start to consider open source solutions in their data center, then they definitely need to make sure and want to make sure that they have the right mission critical type of support at their site to make sure that they get bug fixes, maintenance updates, and so on. And well, we are uniquely qualified to give that to customers because think about it, that's what we are really doing in the open source community since the last 20 years. We are uniquely qualified to market a well-supported open source cloud platform. Commercializing open source is our business since 20 years, and the experiences and the strength that we gathered during those 20 years, we will now leverage and offer also to customers that want to deploy open source cloud solutions in the private cloud. So, the solution that I just described will be shown in more depth on Friday in our technical keynote. So you will get a preview of an example how SUSE Linux together with OpenStack can form a cloud infrastructure solution. So that's something that you can see as a preview on Friday. Now, there is one part of our cloud strategy, however, that is available already today. Because you can take advantage of the public cloud using products like SUSE Studio and SUSE Manager to build workloads and deploy them really fast into the public cloud. And that's what we want to demo now to you guys. And at this time, I asked 2 of my colleagues to come to stage, and they will show you firsthand how simply and fast it is. So, Darren and Christoph, please join me.
So hello and welcome to BrainShare. What we would like to show you today is how to quickly and easily deploy, manage, and update. Excuse me for a second. So what we'd like to show you is how to easily deploy, manage, and provision a Amazon image in the Amazon cloud using SUSE Linux Enterprise, SUSE Studio, and SUSE Manager. So what we wanted to do is, in the spirit of BrainShare and open collaboration, we wanted to set up an open source collaboration server and publish it to the public cloud. The reason why we wanted to publish it to the public cloud is it's a perfect use case. We just needed this collaboration server for the week of BrainShare so that we could collaborate on what pubs to meet at after the BrainShare events. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to show you, using SUSE Studio, we're going to build an image, and then we're going to push it to the Amazon cloud, and then we're going to manage that image with SUSE Manager and update it. So Christoph.
Sure. Thanks, Darren. We actually start off here in the SUSE Studio, and I have already created this appliance from a minimal server template. And so the next thing I did then is add the packages that are required to build our collaboration platform. I have, for example, added a web server. And then what I did is I went over to the configuration tab and took care of all the configuration there. But because we want to focus on SUSE Manager today and the integration there, I want to highlight one specific feature here that we added recently. If you browse to the Appliance tab here and scroll down, you can actually enable the SUSE Manager integration really easily by checking this box here. Just point it to the SUSE Manager instance that you have running in the cloud, and the instance, once it comes up, will talk to this manager instance and will be manageable right away. So now that we have the configuration set, let's head over to the Build tab and fire off a build of this. So I can just hit the Build button, and this will probably take some time to finish. And therefore, we'll just use an image that we have built before and upload that one to the Amazon EC2. I'll click the Upload to EC2, and then it's really simple to just upload it. I have to select the region, and I can also ask it to automatically launch an instance of that image in the cloud. I'll hit Upload here, and it should start uploading right away. Darren?
Yeah, so not only can you use SUSE Studio to build images for the Amazon cloud, there are already pre-built images in SUSE Gallery that are ready to use. We also have pre-built images from partners like IBM who have pre-built DB2 and WebSphere appliances built on SUSE Linux, as well as SUSE Heaven appliances. So with our server, our collaboration server out in the Amazon services, is it up and running yet?
Well, let's head over to the Amazon Management Console, and I'll check it here. It's probably still uploading, but because we knew that, we actually set up an instance that is running there. So yeah, it's actually running the one we fired up. So let's see. OK, we can access it here, and here we are in our collaboration.
There you go. There's our collaboration server. So we have our nice little tool for meeting up afterwards to figure out which pubs we're going to go to. Now that we have our server up and running, now we need to manage and update it. So Christoph, how would we manage and update our server out in this public cloud?
Yeah, that's a good question. So let's head over to the SUSE Manager, which provides comprehensive Linux server management through 3 modules, basically, through management, deployment, and monitoring. And we're here in the main view, the overview of the SUSE Manager, and we can see the systems down here that are critical. And actually, our BrainShare demo shows up here because it seems to be missing some patches. OK, let's just log in. And as we browse to the system, we already see all kinds of information here that the SUSE Manager knows about this as the instance came up and registered with the system. We'll go to the Software tab and go to the patch view to see which patches are missing. And I'll just select all of them and ask Manager to apply those. It will then ask me to confirm this patch update, and it will ask me when to schedule it. So I'll schedule it to update it as soon as possible so we get our instance back up to date. Darren?
So wow, that was quick and easy. In a matter of a few minutes here, we were able to build and deploy an image to the public Amazon services. And then we were also able to use SUSE Manager to update that image. So we thank you very much for your time. And Christoph, thank you very much for the demo. And Nils,
Thanks.
back to you.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, so thank you, Darren and Christoph, for showing us how simple and easy it really is to build and deploy a workload into the Amazon cloud. Now, again, what we just saw demonstrated are products that are available today from SUSE. So SUSE has a wide portfolio, obviously, of tools, of platform, of support services that are available today for enterprise customers to help them to maximize the value that they get out of public clouds, out of virtual machines, and the physical infrastructure. Now, I actually invite you to learn a lot more about our product portfolio during the coming days here at BrainShare. Visit SUSE at IT Central and talk to some of our experts. Also make sure that you attend some of our SUSE sessions, hear from our employees, partners, and customers how they actively utilize SUSE Linux solutions. And maybe you can also pick up some tips and tricks from them while you talk with them. And then there is the keynote on Friday, the technical keynote, which will be very interesting because not only will we demo a cloud solution built on OpenStack and SUSE Linux Enterprise Server, but we will also be previewing some technologies that will be available in our next release of SUSE Linux Enterprise Server 11 Service Pack 2. And we will share some really exciting changes with you, changes to our enterprise development model. And a kernel update, a Linux kernel update that delivers added functionality while keeping full application compatibility at the same time. We also thought about introducing some more fun to the sessions this year. And we also discovered our human side, our empathetic side, right? So first of all, for all of you guys that get hungry in between all the many dinners, you can come by the SUSE booth and pick up some Slim Jims, I heard they are called, some snacks, you know, and they are actually from one of our SUSE customers, ConAgra. And then if you talk too much and the sessions become too long and you get a headache, there's also lots of aspirin available for you to pick up as well. Thanks to our customer Bayer. But that's not all of that. During the keynote on Friday, we will also have something like a lottery where we will draw some winners, 6 winners, and they can win some really nice prizes. We always ask for something in return. You have to be there at the keynote on Friday, otherwise you can't win. So, to my right, that's one of the prizes that you can win. We actually have 3 Burton snowboards, and they have a look and feel, a SUSE look and feel, right? Designed by SUSE, I would say, and you can win those. Now, what many people might not know, actually, Burton is not only a maker of snowboards, but they also use SUSE Linux Enterprise Server since many years to actually run their mission-critical ERP system on SUSE Linux. And this is really nice. And then to my left side, equally nice, there's a guitar, and we have 3 of those guitars as well. And these are guitars actually made by the manufacturer Gibson out of Tennessee in North America. And Gibson is obviously also a user of SUSE Linux Enterprise, and they're actually using it in the cloud. So similar to the solution that we just showed. And again, we will give away some of those guitars. They are freshly painted in green, no joke. And there comes a little SUSE logo on the side as well. So we look for guitar players on Friday, right? So don't miss the demos, don't miss your chance to win in the lottery. Thank you very much for participating at BrainShare this year. We are all very excited and passionate about SUSE, about the SUSE business unit and the SUSE products. And we hope that you will share and get a feel for some of the excitement and share it with us during the next coming days. Thank you very much for being here, for listening, and enjoy your time at BrainShare. Thanks a lot.